What's good, y'all? It's Just4Kicks212 here. And before I get into anything, I want to give a big shout out to SneakerFiles.com. They actually reached out to your boy, asked me if I was interested in being the Sneaker Spotlight of the week. Of course, you can't turn something like that down, especially when the opportunity presents itself. I appreciate you guys for looking out and reaching out to me. So pretty much, I'm Just4Kicks212. I'm from Harlem, New York, and I moved down to Orlando, Florida about 2-3 years ago. Let me get right into the 3 questions Sneaker Files hooked up for me to answer for you guys. First question is, which shoe do you think has the best tech and why? As of right now, as of shoes that are out on the market for purchase for the consumer at this moment in time, I would have to say it would be the Hyperdunk. The reason being is the Hyperdunk definitely has probably the best tech in it at this moment, with the Flywire package, with the zoom units, and the Phylon midsole. Not to mention the whole outsole, if I remember off the top of my head, is herringbone. The outrigger on the shoe is phenomenal for that lateral stability. Flywire up top for the lightweight support, and you know what I mean. It'll conform to your foot a bit, especially when you're playing, when you're running a game. So I would have to say definitely the Hyperdunk is probably the best available tech shoe out right now. All right, guys. So let's jump into the second question now. Second question is, what shoe do you wear the most and why? The shoe that I wear like all the time, no matter what, would have to be my Roshis. The Roshi runs are probably the most comfortablest shoe I've ever tried on, just because it feels really great underfoot. Roshis have the actual like sandal print on the insole, so it feels really good, like you're wearing a sandal anyway. This is the only shoe I've ever wore without socks, and I always I stress socks. Like I always buy a bunch of socks because I always like wearing new socks. But this is the first shoe ever that I've ever owned that I can wear without socks, and it feels great. It feels even better than with socks. So the Roshi Run would definitely have to be my pick for the shoe I wear the most, just because of its comfort level. If I'm not wearing these, I'm always wearing my LeBron sandals. No matter what, I am always wearing either these LeBron sandals or the Roshis. They're worth the $60. These are definitely worth the $60. You have a full 180 max bag in the heel. You got the Phylon midsole. Regular sandals are just Ava. So Ava actually, you know how you buy those swoosh sandals and they break down. I've had these sandals since they came out. These will last forever. It actually has rubber on the outsole, you know what I mean? It's not like, again, those swoosh sandals where it's just straight up Ava, you know what I mean? Making contact on the ground. So definitely these sandals and my Roshi Runs to answer that question. So my third and last question, what are my top 3 all-time favorites in my personal collection? So after receiving the email with the questions in it, I really went through my closet and tried to pick out shoes that really meant something to me, not just because they look good or whatever situation, just my personal favorites and trying to think up a reason why. So coming down to it, instead of 3, I came up with 5. I'm actually going to add one more as an honorable mention. I'm just going to name out 5 really quick for you guys and give you a little detail why. These top 5 are not in any particular order. So the first one would be the Kobe 5 Chaos colorway. I love this shoe. The color blocking on the shoe is amazing. I'm into the whole Batman and Robin thing, you know what I mean? I love the whole Chaos series, the 4 through the 6. I'm hoping they do a pair for the 7. Another one of my personal favorites out of my top 5 would be my LeBron 6 Big Apple. This was actually the last shoe Ken Link designed in the LeBron line. It holds a lot of meaning behind it. Just because of that, he held the LeBron down throughout this whole signature line up until the 6. Other than the 1, obviously a bunch of designers jumped on that one, but he held LeBron down, you know what I mean? LeBron went on to score like a whole bunch of points wearing these shoes on the Knicks in New York City, if you remember. It was just sad. I think he even sat out most of the 4th quarter. He just went off on the Knicks. So definitely the Big Apple, LeBron 6s, a lot of history here in this shoe. So moving on to my third pick, it would definitely have to be the LeBron 8 Christmas. If you can't tell, guys, I really like the color red. I just love this shoe. This was designed by Jason Petrie. He did a really good job on these shoes. The shoe looks just so perfect. From the black midsole with the white speckles to the red patent leather, the red fly wire. Man, the shoe is insane to me. I usually put black laces on, and it makes it look even better to me. My fourth pick would definitely have to be the Nike KD2 scoring title. This is KD's first scoring title shoe. There was actually two versions. There was the China version, which was all blue with the translucent sole, and it said the regular KD here. And then they had these, the US version. Me personally, I love the USA version better than the actual Asian version. Definitely KD2. It's real slept on. Man, these shoes are so hard to come by nowadays. Another thing I love about this shoe, there's so much signature detailing on the outsole and on the sock liner of the shoe. So let's speed this up. Let's get into my fifth joint. So jumping into my fifth pick, guys, the Zoom Generation, aka the LeBron 1. I remember I got these in middle school. My mother bought these for me. I believe it was for a Christmas gift or something. Whenever they first came out, I believe it was around Christmas time. And my mother picked these up for me. And she went to the NBA store downtown on, I think it was like 54th Street and 5th. But she picked up the jersey, the LeBron jersey, the warm-up jacket, the fitted, and the kicks. And I already had some NBA pants. Obviously, I'm from Harlem, so we was stitching patches on our jeans already before that whole brand came out with all the logos on it. I already had the Cavalier logos stitched into some Pepe jeans. I went to school so Cavalier LeBron James out. It wasn't even funny, man. This shoe gives me so many memories, man. I hope they retro this thing soon since they want a chip, you know what I mean? It would only be right. This shoe deserves a lot more credit. And it's funny, when you tell people about the LeBron 1, they be like, what does that look like? And you be like, for real? Come on. Definitely, to end out my top 5 list, it would have to be the Zoom Generation. So my honorable mention goes to the Nike LeBron 9 Elites in the Taxi colorway. The reason why I did an honorable mention for this shoe is because I believe this shoe in the future will be so sought after. Maybe not a year from now, maybe not 2 years from now, you know what I mean? But definitely in the future, this shoe will be sought after. I threw my Christmas laces on it from the Christmas 9s, and I actually wrapped my green tip laces with 3M reflective tape. So that's pretty much it for my top 5. Again, I'm sorry, Sneaker Files, I know I was supposed to do a top 3. You know, shoes are like your kids, you know what I mean? You can't pick your favorite. Big shout out to my man Zaya X0712. Make sure you check him out. I'll put his link down below. I also want to give another big shout out to my homie Dan Erica. I'll leave her information down below as well. Again, I want to give a big shout out again to Sneaker Files for letting me do the sneaker spotlight for you guys. Just4Kicks212. Make sure you add me on Twitter at Just4Kicks212. Add me on Instagram, Just4Kicks212. Add me on YouTube, Just4Kicks212. Everything's Just4Kicks212. Make sure you add me, man. All right, guys.